So this is what I believe is the ultimate regular start and how you probably want every game to go if you just want to maximize hitting level 5 and controlling the entire map. I even did this start with Haddix and he was like, yo, this start's crazy. So I really think like this start is very, very good. We'll do all, you know, we'll do what the solo lane should do, what everyone else should do, and we'll just go from there. It's really not complicated either. It's really, really basic. Like extremely basic. So you'd have your normal start. In terms of like items, you will go and you will start on the solo side of the map. The goal with every Smite start ever in the history of the universe is to hit level 2 as fast as possible without missing XP anywhere and clearing as much of the map as fast as possible at the same time. So what'll happen here is I'm gonna make sure you do blue and then just go to lane. Him doing blue with me and then going to lane, I give him blue. He gets the lane before the other solo laner unless they do the same start. He then has control of the wave because he out clears. He hits 2 first and then he can go get the gold camp on the side, or he can control the horn, whichever one he wants to do. I tend to hold my ability on this camp. I let the Amma do everything. Usually you want your solo to have Sundering Arc. That way if they go for a weird invade, you can contest it. As a jungler, you don't want that item, that starter. It got nerfed. It's still a must-have, but you as a jungler just do not want to have it. And when we get to the other side, it's kind of the same thing. I'll explain it. You want to have your support to have Sundering Arc, and that way it kind of blocks out any invade potential that might be coming your way. So you'll see the camp spawn. You have time to clear the camp and get the wave. That's what people need to realize. I think people aren't processing that you do have time to you do have time to clear and then get the wave, and he really shouldn't miss. That was bad clear from him. He didn't really min-max getting his passive up and everything. And then as a jungler, you come to red, you solo this. Then after soloing this, you go to backs. This will give you level 2 and will put you in a position to go right to the mid camps before they spawn or as they spawn, depending on your clear. Grab the shield buff, so you actually are going into this fight with an advantage. You're full health, you're level 2. You haven't leached anything, and with the mid lane start, I'm going to show you your mid laner would also be here and have wave pressure. So this would be your standard jungle start, and then you can look for anything you really want. You could go for a gank here, or you could go for a gank in solo, or you could just grab the wave. I think you'll end up seeing just high level games. They'll just end up grabbing the wave, and then you'll fight over these other mid camps. If you want to fight at that mid camp, you want to make sure you get all the mid camps. So you control this, you control these, and you're good to go. And that is your jungle start. At the same time, like I said, the solo laner is just doing lane control, lane pressure, and getting the side camp, maintaining side camp. So this is like optimal start. If your dual lane leaves the speed, which really they should be because they don't need the speed, you'd be picking it up here, and then you'd be doing back camps. Or you could go mid and look for another kill, or you go solo and look for, or duo and look for a kill. Options are up in the air for you. We've seen the jungle start and see how the jungle can get to the mid camps when you want it to be. The mid laner can do the same thing in a different way. It's just basically maintaining you getting to that mid camp. So you're going to start at the back camps back here. I like this start. You can start on the right side. It really doesn't matter. It's not going to make that much of a difference. It just changes out where your jungle gets his next camp. So you're going to clear these. I just messed up, so my clear's gonna be a little bit slower, but yeah, this is gonna be with a slow start, and I'm gonna show you. So that's technically a slow start. You get the lane a little late. The other mid laner would have pushed your wave, so you would not miss creeps here at all. It just wouldn't happen. You wouldn't miss creeps. But I mean, even with missing creeps, it's chilling. It's not a big deal. You don't care about the first wave, so in reality, you'd be sitting back farther by the tower while the enemy mid laner had already pushed. And if he plays up, he's just putting himself in a bad spot to die. The thing is, I wouldn't have missed creeps, and you would have hit level 2. And that's why this is just going to end up being better. You'd have level 2, you'd have pressure, your jungler would be at the mid camps, and you'd be able to play for the mid camps. Mid is super straightforward. Just don't miss that creep like I did. the minions are super awkward. And then from there, you help your jungler do these. Maintain the mid lane, try not to get ganked, play far back, don't play up too far. And that's the whole mid lane start. Mid lane, right now, your goal should literally be to maximize farm, rotate into any jungle fights that your teammates are in, and not die to ganks. Like if you can do those things, you're chilling. You're perfectly fine. And that's the mid lane start. It's pretty simple and kind of boring. I'll be honest, it's kind of boring. All right, so with the duo lane, because your jungler is starting on the right side of the map and clearing the right side of the map and maintaining mid pressure, your goal as a dual lane, come over here, speed. Your goal is to get speed and purple on the ground and dropped without getting invaded. Now, having a Sunder on this side of the map is key. If anyone's trying to invade, you'd be scouting for the invade early. You save the Sunder to secure, so it'll make sure you automatically win this side of the map, and really just kind of alleviates pressure. You can leave the speed on the ground. You probably should, as you just don't get any value from it at all. He should be in your ADC, should be grabbing that, and then you're gonna get the wave. You get the wave. You might miss one creep, but you got 2 camps. So if the other team doesn't start, this start could have been even better if Honor was clearing perfectly. And if the ADC's here early, they're gonna clear the wave, so your creeps would not have died. You maintain pressure. You get level 2. It's just because the enemy ADC is not getting here, and we're not min-maxing this. But you would hit level 2 coming into lane because you would not miss 3 creeps, and you'd be good to go. It's just fast clearing, hitting level 2. This opens up going to the gold camp, which is, they nerfed it a little bit. I'm not sure how much this is right now. I think it's like a total of 100 gold early, right? Let's see. No, it's way less. They nerfed that. They nerfed that into the ground. It might be 100 total between the 2 people. But then you get the next wave. You'll still have pressure. You'll have gold control. You'll be able to back and get your item earlier. And then after clearing this wave, you want to maintain this camp. If you get invaded, like I said, just save your Sundering Arc to out secure. If you're getting invaded and you can't outsecure the other team, that's on you. And if you can, like you should, just read the numbers, you'll be good to go. And this will be your dual lane start. Like I said, everything changes slightly because we have no one else in this game. There's no way for me to put bots in the game or have other, like, fill a full lobby to just do quick starts. But if you go run it in your game, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, where you won't miss creeps because the enemy team will actually push your creeps in and make their creeps not die as fast. Goes a long way. Doing this, you notice all the core buffs would be down. Even mid camps would be down, and then it would be back camps that would be up. That allows for your jungler to have farm, or even for you to back as a support or someone that gets poked in lane, do the camps on the way out of the base and just get extra gold. And that's what I believe as of right now. Anything could change. They could change timers, camps, everything could change, right? But as of right now, I think this is like the best standard start. I feel like invading is a cool gimmick, but doesn't actually have inherent value ever at all. Yeah, losing pressure on first wave doesn't matter. It's getting pressure on the second wave. You should hit level 2, like I said, from every lane. As soon as you get that first wave, you just need to not miss that creep. So you're min-maxing farm, min-maxing the clear. Make sure you don't miss creeps like I did when I did the mid lane start. And there is your new Smite 2 standard start. Make sure you have the builds on Smite source, and you're good to go.